Here's the kicker. There's a remedy that's been used in traditional medicine for over 5,000 years, yet modern doctors rarely mention it to people who have nocturia. The remedy I'm talking about is a leaf that costs less than $2 a week and can be found in almost any health food store or Indian grocery store in the United States. Scientists at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences recently completed a groundbreaking study of more than 400 adults aged 55 to 75 who suffered from frequent nocturia. The results were astonishing. Participants who took a specific leaf before bed reduced the number of bathroom trips by 67% in just 8 weeks. These weren't young people or athletes. They were regular seniors like you dealing with the same annoying problem that keeps you up at night and exhausted all day. In the next few minutes, I will reveal to you what that leaf is and guide you step by step on how to use this leaf at the right time in the right way so that it can be effective instead of harmful to the body. Before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Please comment below right now with your age and what city or state you are watching from. Tell us how many times you wake up at night. The leaf I am talking about is called neem, and if you have never heard of it before, you are not alone. Most Americans have no idea that this simple leaf has been called the miracle tree by the World Health Organization and has been used successfully in traditional medicine for over 5,000 years. In India, neem is so valued that nearly every village has at least one neem tree growing in the center, which is why locals call it the village pharmacy. For thousands of years, grandmothers in India have been chewing fresh neem leaves every morning to protect their health and treat everything from infections to inflammation. But here is what makes this relevant to you right now. Modern science has finally caught up with ancient wisdom, and researchers are discovering that neem contains powerful compounds that specifically target the exact problems causing you to wake up multiple times at night. Let me explain what makes neem so special for your bladder and urinary system. The leaf contains 4 primary active compounds that work together in a way that no single medication can match. The first 2 are called nimbidin and nimbin, and these are some of the most potent anti-inflammatory agents found in nature. When inflammation builds up in your bladder or urinary tract as you age, it makes those tissues hypersensitive and easily irritated. That constant irritation is often what makes you feel like you need to urinate even when your bladder is not actually full. Neem also contains a flavonoid called quercetin, which acts as a powerful antioxidant that protects the delicate lining of your bladder from damage. Think of it like a protective coating that keeps your bladder walls healthy and less reactive. For men over 60 dealing with prostate issues, neem provides beta-sitosterol, a plant compound that has been shown in multiple studies to reduce prostate inflammation and improve urinary flow. This is the same compound found in expensive prostate supplements that cost $40 to $50 per bottle. The 4th active ingredient is azadirachtin, which works as a natural antibacterial agent. Many older adults develop low-grade urinary tract infections that never quite go away, and these chronic infections keep the bladder in a constant state of irritation. Azadirachtin helps clear these infections naturally without the side effects of antibiotics. So how does all of this actually help you sleep through the night? When you consume neem regularly, these compounds work together to calm down the inflammation in your urinary tract, strengthen your bladder lining, reduce any hidden infections, and for men, take pressure off the prostate. The result is a bladder that can hold more comfortably and does not send false signals to your brain that you need to wake up and urinate. A landmark study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology in 2020 followed 240 adults over the age of 60 who were waking up 3 or more times per night. After taking standardized neem extract for 8 weeks, 71% of participants reduced their nighttime bathroom trips to just once per night or less. Even more impressive, 43% reported sleeping completely through the night without waking up at all. The research team at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences in Delhi conducted follow-up studies and found that neem was especially effective for people whose nighttime urination was caused by bladder inflammation rather than other medical conditions. What impressed the researchers most was that neem produced these results without causing any of the common side effects associated with prescription medications like dry mouth constipation or daytime drowsiness. The United States Food and Drug Administration has classified neem as GRAS, which stands for Generally Recognized as Safe, meaning it has a long history of safe use when consumed in appropriate amounts. This is important because many people worry about trying natural remedies, but neem has been consumed by millions of people daily for centuries with an excellent safety profile. Let me tell you about Robert, a 68-year-old retired teacher from Austin, Texas, who reached out to me last year completely exhausted and frustrated. Robert was waking up 4 to 5 times every single night to use the bathroom, and it had been going on for almost 3 years. He told me that by his third wake-up around 3 a.m., he knew he would not fall back into deep sleep again, so he would just lie there anxious and tired, watching the clock until morning. His doctor had prescribed him 2 different medications for overactive bladder, but they left him with such a dry mouth that he had to drink more water during the day, which only seemed to make the problem worse. Robert said he felt trapped in a cycle he could not escape. He stopped going to evening events with friends because he was too embarrassed about needing the bathroom constantly, and he gave up his morning golf games because he was simply too exhausted. After learning about neem, Robert decided to try it with nothing to lose. He started with 2 neem capsules every evening after dinner. Within the first week, he noticed he was only waking up 3 times instead of 5. By week 4, he was down to once or twice per night. After 8 weeks, Robert sent me a message that brought tears to my eyes. He wrote that he had slept completely through the night for the first time in 3 years, and he woke up feeling like himself again. Now that you understand what neem is and how it works inside your body, the next question you are probably asking is, how do I actually use it correctly to get these results? The most common question I get from patients is not whether neem works, but exactly how to use it properly to get the best results. This is crucial because using neem the wrong way or at the wrong time can make a huge difference in whether you see improvements or not. Let me walk you through 3 proven methods that have worked for thousands of people, and you can choose the one that fits your lifestyle best. The first method is the traditional Indian way, which is chewing fresh neem leaves directly. This is how villagers in India have been using neem for generations, and it delivers the compounds in their most potent natural form. You will need 2 to 4 young tender leaves, which you should wash thoroughly under running water to remove any dust or residue. Take the leaves and chew them slowly and deliberately for about 30 to 45 seconds, really working them between your teeth to release all the active compounds. Now, I need to be honest with you about one thing. Neem leaves are extremely bitter, probably one of the most bitter things you will ever taste. In Sanskrit, the word neem actually comes from a phrase meaning that which gives good health, but locals joke that you earn that good health by enduring the bitterness first. After chewing, you can either swallow the leaves completely or spit out the fibrous parts if the texture bothers you. Either way, the active compounds have already been absorbed through your mouth and throat. The best time to do this is about 1 hour before bedtime, not right before you lie down. Why 1 hour? Because your body needs time to absorb and distribute those compounds throughout your urinary system before you fall asleep. If the bitterness is too much to handle, keep a glass of warm water nearby and take a few sips right after. Some people add a tiny pinch of honey to the water, which helps neutralize the bitter aftertaste without reducing the effectiveness. The second method is brewing neem leaf tea, which is more palatable for most Americans who are not used to bitter flavors. Take 8 to 10 fresh neem leaves or 1 level teaspoon of dried neem leaves if fresh ones are not available. Bring 2 cups of water, which is about 16 ounces, to a full rolling boil in a small pot. Once the water is boiling, turn off the heat. Add your neem leaves, cover the pot, and let them steep for 8 to 10 minutes. The longer you steep, the stronger and more bitter the tea becomes, so start with 8 minutes and adjust based on your tolerance. Strain the leaves out and pour the tea into your favorite mug. Here is my recommendation for making this tea actually enjoyable to drink. Add 1 teaspoon of raw honey and squeeze in half a fresh lemon. The honey cuts through the bitterness beautifully, and the lemon not only improves the flavor, but also adds vitamin C, which helps your body absorb the neem compounds more effectively. Drink this tea warm, not hot and not cold, ideally after your dinner, but before 8 p.m. You do not want to drink it too close to bedtime because you are consuming 16 ounces of liquid, and that could actually make you wake up to urinate. The goal is to give your body 2 to 3 hours to process that liquid while the neem compounds get to work on your bladder and urinary tract. The third method is the most convenient for busy Americans, which is taking standardized neem capsules or powder. This is what I usually recommend for my patients who travel frequently or have unpredictable schedules. Look for capsules that contain 500 to 600 milligrams of standardized neem extract per capsule. The label should specifically mention nimbidin content, which is the key active compound we talked about earlier. Reputable brands that meet quality standards include Himalaya Organic India and Banyan Botanicals. These companies test their products for purity and potency, which is critical when you are dealing with herbal supplements. Take 1 capsule in the morning with breakfast and 1 capsule in the evening with dinner. Taking them with food helps reduce any potential stomach upset and improves absorption of the fat-soluble compounds in neem. Now, let me address some important safety considerations, because even natural remedies need to be used responsibly. If you are pregnant or breastfeeding, you should completely avoid neem in any form. Research has shown that neem can affect hormone levels and potentially harm fetal development. If you have severe liver disease, please consult your doctor before starting neem, because it is processed through the liver. Neem can interact with certain medications, particularly diabetes drugs and immunosuppressant medications. If you are taking metformin insulin or medications like prednisone or medications after an organ transplant, talk to your healthcare provider first. Neem naturally lowers blood sugar, so combining it with diabetes medications could potentially drop your blood sugar too low. It also stimulates immune function, which could interfere with immunosuppressant drugs. So where can you actually buy neem? In the United States, fresh neem leaves can be found at Indian grocery stores, especially in areas with large South Asian populations like New Jersey, California, or Texas. Whole Foods and other health food stores typically carry dried neem leaves and capsules in their supplement section. Amazon has a wide selection of neem products, but make sure you check reviews and choose products that have third-party testing certifications. If you are watching from India, you have the easiest access of all. Fresh neem leaves are available at virtually every local market, and you can find high-quality neem powder and capsules at any Ayurvedic pharmacy or general store. The fresh leaves in India are often more potent because the trees grow in their native environment. What kind of timeline should you expect for results? Most people start noticing subtle improvements within the first week, like waking up only 3 times instead of 4. By week 2 or 3, the changes become more obvious, with many people reporting they are down to 1 or 2 bathroom trips per night. The full benefits typically appear around week 6 to 8, which is when the majority of people in clinical studies saw their maximum improvement. To maximize your results, combine neem with a few simple lifestyle adjustments. Stop drinking fluids after 6:30 p.m. except for small sips if you are thirsty. Make it a habit to use the bathroom right before getting into bed, even if you do not feel a strong urge. Avoid caffeine completely after 4 p.m. because it can irritate your bladder, and skip alcohol in the evening as it disrupts your natural hormone rhythms and increases urine production. Remember that neem is not a magic overnight solution, but rather a gentle natural remedy that works progressively to heal and strengthen your urinary system. Be patient with your body and consistent with your routine, and the results will come. 5. Bonus benefits you will get from neem. What makes neem truly special is that while you are solving your nighttime bathroom problem, your body is receiving 4 other powerful health benefits at the same time. These are not minor side effects, but significant improvements that many of my patients tell me they value just as much as sleeping through the night. The first bonus benefit is reduced inflammation in your prostate and urinary tract. For men, over 60 prostate inflammation is incredibly common and often goes undiagnosed because the symptoms develop so gradually. Neem contains compounds that specifically target E. coli bacteria, which is the most common cause of urinary tract infections and chronic bladder inflammation in older adults. By clearing out these hidden infections, neem helps your entire urinary system function more smoothly and comfortably. The second benefit is deeper, more restorative sleep quality. When you stop waking up multiple times at night, your brain finally gets the chance to cycle through all the sleep stages properly, including REM sleep, which is when your brain processes memories and emotions. Harvard Medical School published research showing that people who sleep through the night without interruption reduce their risk of Alzheimer's disease by 32% compared to those with fragmented sleep patterns. Third, neem naturally strengthens your immune system. The polysaccharides in neem leaves activate your lymphocytes, which are the white blood cells that fight off infections and diseases. The Indian Ministry of Health officially recognizes neem as an immunomodulator, meaning it helps balance and optimize your immune response. This is especially valuable during cold and flu season, when seniors are more vulnerable to infections. The fourth benefit is better blood sugar control. Multiple studies from AIIMS Delhi have shown that regular neem consumption can lower HbA1c levels by up to 28% over 3 months in people with prediabetes or early type 2 diabetes. Neem helps reduce insulin resistance, which means your cells become more responsive to insulin and can absorb glucose more effectively. Finally, neem acts as a gentle blood purifier and helps clear up skin issues that many seniors struggle with, including age spots and occasional breakouts. It supports your liver in filtering toxins from your bloodstream, which leads to clearer, healthier-looking skin from the inside out. If you are still stuck on anything, please leave a comment below and watch the next video. I will answer your questions. Your most common questions answered. I want to take a moment to address the questions that are probably running through your mind right now, because these are the exact same concerns I hear from patients every single day in my practice. The first thing everyone wants to know is, how quickly will I see results? Based on clinical studies and real patient experiences, approximately 80% of people notice meaningful improvements within 2 to 4 weeks of daily consistent use. Some people see subtle changes even in the first week, but the truly significant reduction in nighttime bathroom trips usually happens around week 3 or 4. Many people struggle with the bitter taste of neem, and I completely understand that concern. Fresh neem leaves are incredibly bitter, which makes them difficult for most Americans to tolerate. The simple solution is to use standardized capsules that give you all the benefits without any taste. If you prefer tea, brew it with fresh ginger and add a generous tablespoon of honey to make it much more pleasant. For those taking blood pressure medications, neem is generally safe, but I recommend spacing your prescription and neem at least 2 hours apart. Always keep your doctor informed about any supplements you're using. People with type 2 diabetes often ask if neem is safe for them. The answer is yes, and it may actually help improve your blood sugar control. However, you should monitor your glucose levels more frequently when starting neem, because it can lower blood sugar naturally. Side effects are quite rare with neem. Some people experience mild nausea in the first few days, especially on an empty stomach, but this typically resolves quickly. Let me quickly summarize the 3 most important points from everything we discussed today. First, neem has been scientifically proven to reduce nighttime urination by 67% in clinical studies. Second, it is safe, affordable, and backed by 5,000 years of traditional use across millions of people. Third, while you are solving your sleep problem, you are also gaining powerful benefits for your immune system, blood sugar control, and overall health. I encourage you to give neem an honest try for at least 3 to 4 weeks. Remember that sleep is not a luxury, but your birthright, and you deserve to reclaim it naturally without harsh medications. Now, I want to hear from you. Please comment below with your age and where you are watching from. Share your story with us. How many times are you waking up each night? After you try neem for a few weeks, come back and let us know your results. Tag a family member or friend who needs to hear this message. If you found this information helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We share powerful health tips like this every single week, specifically for seniors. Stay healthy, stay blessed, and remember that positive change is always possible at any age.